What's going on YouTube? It's Hailingpain here, and today we're going to be going over the FAD. Alright, the FAD is an assault rifle, and if you like to pray and spray, this gun is definitely for you. It's very fun. I get a lot of good gameplays with it, and I see a lot of good players using it. Alright, if you don't have a class or you haven't tried it out, alright, you might want to try it out with the setup I'm about to tell you, because this gun is an absolute monster. Alright, it's one of the few assault rifles you could throw steady aim on with, and it'll still be effective. Alright, this gun to me is kind of like a hybrid between the SMG to assault rifle. It reminds me of the FAMAS Mas from Black Ops 1. It's just a very good gun. It handles very well, nice and fluent, and I don't know, it's just nice. Alright, but let's get into it. The damage is about 34 damage, and it drops off to 25 from a distance. 34 damage is the lowest of all assault rifles. However, the 25 damage is not the lowest. Alright, so this is a very consistent gun. It will always take you about 3 to 4 shots to kill someone, regardless of if you're up close or in a distance, which I like. It's very consistent. Alright, there's no surprises like, oh, this, like, I should have killed him. You're gonna know it's gonna take you this amount of bullets to kill someone, except if you slap a suppressor on it, then that might, of course, it'll drop off because it's suppressor from a distance. That does not do that well with that gun, but I happen to like it. It's just personal preference. Now it has a 40% increase when it comes to headshots. So if you get headshots, you'll kill about 40% faster. This gun is an absolute monster when it comes to rounds per minute. Alright, it shoots an astounding 882 rounds per minute. This is the highest of all assault rifles, and this is even higher than submachine guns. This is what I meant when I said this is kind of like a hybrid between assault rifle and submachine gun. The rounds per minute is up there with the submachine gun, but its range and how it doesn't drop off that quickly is up there with an assault rifle. Alright, this gun is just an absolute beast, and everyone needs to try it out. Alright, but as you can guess, with such high rounds per minute, the recoil is going to be very high. It has the second highest recoil in all assault rifles. Alright, and what can you do? The only thing you can do is just throw grip on there. It's just shooting that fast. The recoil is going to be all over. Alright, it mostly kicks up from what I've realized with the recoil. Up and maybe side to side, but that's just what I've realized. But let's get into the magazine size. This gun has a huge clip. There are 42 bullets in each magazine, and with extended mags, you get up to 63 bullets in one mag. That is up there with light machine guns, and you put that with this high rounds per minute. This gun, you can pretty much shoot forever. You can just be like da 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 da. Alright, and as you can imagine, with such high magazine size, there's going to be a lot of reload time. The reload time is very slow, at about 3.9 seconds. If there's nothing else in there, that's almost 4 seconds to reload if you don't have a bullet left in there. That is amazingly slow, especially in Call of Duty. That is just slow. That's life or death right there. So I would not tell you have to have sleight of hand. I think it's a must. And if you have at least one bullet left in there, it's about 3.3 seconds, and just to cancel a reload is 2.3 seconds. It's ridiculous how long it takes to reload, but it has, I guess, that's offset by this huge magazine clip. Alright, I mean, that's just what I guess Call of Duty did. Now let's talk about perks and attachments. I really like it with the suppressor and whatever optical sight you like best. I like the red dot at times, and I like the holographic one. It depends on how I'm feeling, but that's just me. I also like it with the muzzle brake. The muzzle brake is very good, and if you don't like recoil, well, nobody likes recoil, but let's say you really can't deal with it, I would suggest the grip. The grip works fairly fine on this, so maybe the grip and muzzle brake, or if you don't need an optical attachment, because you don't need one. The iron sights aren't that bad, whereas like I need to have this, like, you know what I mean? But it's whatever suits your playstyle, whatever suits you best. Alright, now let's get into perks. Alright, because perks is one of the more important thing. As I told you, sleight of hand is a must. A must. It's not whether or not you want to or not. It is a must. Alright. Now, quick draw, of course, because this is still an assault rifle. Alright. And for it to get the SMG tendencies and whatnot, for you to use a quick draw and ready up, I would definitely say you should use. Alright. Of course, I don't use any lethals or anything. And you saw how I shot just then. That was with the suppressor. At the distance dropped off tremendously with that suppressor on it. As you saw, my bullets were all over the place. But back in the perks, it was also fairly decent with Ghost. You know, especially with the suppressor, people couldn't find out where I was, so I was getting good kill streaks with that, and a lot of kills and winning a lot of games. Um, I also liked it with steady aim, as I say, because it's a little bit of a submachine gun, so you can use smack steady aim on. You don't have to, depending on what type of map you're on. Like if you're on a large map, there's no need for steady aim, but if you're going to be in their face, of course you want it. I like the hardline, but that's just my personal preference. With hardline, there are many different setups and ways you could use this gun. Alright, it's just an absolute beast and all around good gun. Alright, and make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't already did that, and I definitely deserve it with that comeback. Alright, and peace.